Hello. Today I'm dressed for the occasion. We are going to continue talking about exercise. You don't want to. Okay, you're resisting. You do not want to listen to me, but this is for you. And as much as you might resist, I want you to understand your body. I want you to take care of your body, and I want to push you until you do get into a good habit of taking care of your body every single day for months, for years and decades from now on, for the future, right? Because it will not only give you a good body, it will give you health, it will give you personal satisfaction. Your self-image will rise and people around you will look at you as a different person if you take good care of yourself. And taking good care of your body also spreads to the other areas of your life. When you're happy with your physical state, your mind also becomes brighter and happier. So, let's work on this together. Where are we going to start? We're going to start with understanding the body. And the exercises that are right for Lena might not be the right exercises for you. Why? Because we are all individuals. We have our strong points, we have our weak points, we have our energy levels, and they're all different. So the combination of this and this and this creates a totally individualistic person. We have our habits. We like to sit cross-legged, right over left. This is just more comfortable. This doesn't feel natural, but this does. And after years of putting your leg over the left leg, your hips also align themselves according to your habit and create a non-symmetrical position here. So when you sit down on the floor and try to do a butterfly stretch, somehow you notice that one of the knees, and with me you see it's the right one, is higher than the other. Is this the way it should be? No, this is not the way it should be. Why is one side more flexible than the other? Is this the way it should be? No, it's not the way it should be. Some people are just not flexible. Is this correct? No. As children, as babies, we are all flexible. We're made of rubber. We can bend in any direction we want. And then something happens. So what happens? Why do we get so stiff in areas? When you look at some people and you look at their shoulders, they look like stone stiff, this area, because they never move it. And they have a stiff neck and it hurts, and shoulders. Why does it feel so nice when somebody gives you a shoulder rub? Because there is not enough circulation happening in your shoulders. And where do all the diseases come from? And this is only my opinion. Of course, there are many reasons. But one of the reasons is when something is blocked, when something is not flowing properly for a long period of time, it creates a block of toxins as well. So when your circulation is alright in the legs, but your arms and shoulders and neck are just not getting enough movement, not getting enough exercise, because this is how you sit all day. For 8 hours, 6 hours, every single day for the past 5 years, 10 years. What's going to happen here? It's going to have blocks. The muscles get lazy, the muscles get stiff, and it creates pain in the end. Is this what we want? No, this is not what we want. But do we have any choice? You can't stand and work on the computer. Yes, we can come up with all sorts of excuses, but basically, when we understand our body, when we know that making it all circulate properly will get rid of these blocks, will get rid of the toxins, will help our body do the job that it does every night, detoxifying itself, cleansing itself of all the dirt, of all the pollution. If you eat meat and fried stuff, then it's harder for the body because it needs to do even more cleansing of toxins, because you know, all the fat in the blood vessels, cholesterol sticks to the sides of the blood vessels and they become narrower with time. Of course, it doesn't happen overnight after one hamburger, but with time it sort of all piles up. And the heart has to work harder, and then you get high blood pressure. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Well, you know the answer. Of course, it happened gradually, but the answer is obvious. It came from your own habits. Okay, getting very passionate about this because I do want to help everybody. And you are listening to me now with your body sitting there, but are you aware of your body? Of course you are aware of your body, you have 2 arms and 2 legs, but listen to this. A few days ago I gave you a yoga routine to do. And it was an interesting feedback from one of you saying that the next day you woke up and the muscles that you never know existed were hurting. And this is a very good point. We're all made of muscles here and there. You know, some people can move their ears using these muscles, and some cannot. Why? Is that we don't have the muscles? No, we don't know that they are there. We cannot feel them. We don't know how to use them. And this is the same for your legs, your arms, and your back. Surely we can walk, but try to walk backwards up the stairs for 2 days in a row. The back of your legs will hurt like hell the next day. Although it doesn't seem so far walking up the stairs. It can only be like 1 flight of stairs, right? Why are the muscles going to hurt? It's okay going down the stairs, but using the stairs backwards is using totally different muscles that you never know existed, and they will hurt. And this is what exercise is about, getting all these muscles that you never know existed to move. You don't need to make them big, you don't need to make them strong. You just need to be aware of them and make them move for the better flow of the fluids in the body. And I haven't got to any spiritual energy level yet. I'm only talking about physical fluids. And if you ask any doctor, and you might even be a doctor yourself, you know that good circulation will take care of a lot of problems, potential problems in the body, in your joints, in your arteries, in your organs, and everywhere else in your skin. Circulation is important. And what is circulation? Well, it's a combination of things. Good food, good water, and plenty of movement. And exercise does not have to be hard. Exercise can be very slow and very gentle. And of course, as a yoga practicing person, I strongly recommend yoga because it's easy. You can do it at home, and you can do it anywhere, even on a business trip or inside, outside. Doesn't depend on the weather, and you don't need any equipment. But let me tell you something about yoga, and this is again only my opinion. You might read different things in different books on what yoga really is. But my Korean teacher in the first class of yoga, she told me that don't create this illusion of yoga as being something mystical, beautiful, and difficult to understand and difficult to do. This is yoga. And I was like, why? I haven't heard of that position. And she said, and this is yoga as well. And this is yoga. I'm like, what is she talking about? That's not yoga. It's not doing anything. Yoga is this, right? Yoga is this, maybe. Twisting your legs, twisting your arms, and being this contortionist. But this is apparently not what yoga is about. Yoga is about being aware of your body. And this is what she told me. As long as you are aware of your body, you are doing yoga. You can be, and this is her example, standing on a bus stop, at a bus stop waiting for the bus, doing this for 2 minutes, trying to stretch the back of your leg, pulling the muscle, and nobody knows what you're doing. Then you can be doing this for the next 5 minutes. It's always both sides, always yin and yang. And then you can be doing this. And this is yoga. You can see what I'm doing here. Sort of trying to put my shoulder blades together. Right. And she said even doing this is yoga when you're trying to stretch your fingers backwards or inwards. Whatever you do with your body consciously is yoga. And it doesn't have to be this. As you see on the pictures, your feet don't have to go up, and you don't have to sit in the position and make a dreamy face. Yoga is about being aware of your body, so you can design your own yoga as long as you are aware of the muscles that you never knew existed. And to check this, take your leg. Take your right leg and put it to the side. Try to tense it. Now put it to the front and try to tense it. And you will notice that there are different muscles being used. Now try to lift the leg and you see that your back now gets engaged. Now this is not the muscle that you use every day, because in everyday life there is no movement like this. Your knee doesn't go higher than this when you walk. And it's very comfortable because your muscles are used to it, but try to lift it higher. And this is your yoga. Doesn't have to be this, doesn't have to be this, doesn't have to be that. It can be simply higher than the usual. You already feel tension here. Now when we walk, our feet go at about this angle, right? Now try to pull your toes forward. And this feels uncomfortable. And yoga must feel uncomfortable because you are engaging the muscles that have never been engaged for a long time. And if you do it daily, you will know how to use these muscles and you will feel your back. At the moment, not many people can feel the muscles on their back. They don't know how to tense, give attention to this muscle and muscles here, right? You just, yeah, surely I can move my shoulders, but how do you move these muscles? It's like moving your ears. You don't know it. And you can learn it. You can learn it by taking different positions from your usual position. So we try the leg. Now try to raise your leg up. Knee as high as it goes with the toes pointing down, pointing up. Different muscles again. Now put the leg back. Engages your buttocks, right? Stretch the toes, pull the toes back. Different muscles again. And even doing that for 1 or 2 minutes will give you muscle pain the next day. Why? Because those muscles have been neglected by their owner for so long. Because this is not what you do when you go to the office. And this is not what you do when you go to school. And you haven't done it for years. This is why it hurts. Now, why use it at all? Because if we don't use it, we create imbalance. And any imbalance is not good, because imbalance in the body creates blocks. Blocks where toxins gather into big groups of toxins and create nasty toxin groups. This is like toxin group in Bangkok, but anyway, it's not. And then they form into something else, and we can all go all medical, and I don't know what I'm talking about with medical stuff. Anyway, your body doesn't like to keep toxins in itself. It has to go out through urine and sweat and other sources. Okay, with your neck as well, flexibility is not there for women, and it does have a use, and it's just one part of making things flow properly. The body is soft. The body should naturally stay soft from when you were little, when you were young. You could do this, you could do that, you could do anything. Your arms could bend backwards, and they can now too. It's just a matter of time before they can. Making cracking noises when you pull your shoulders, pull your neck. Well, I get that. The stiffer you are, the more time it will take, but it will pay off. You are investing in your health. Who needs a long life with lots of money without health? Nobody. Who needs a friend who is the funniest, most interesting person in this world, but who is in pain? Nobody. You don't want to be with somebody who is in pain unless you have to, and you are helping them. You don't want somebody to be in pain. Then why do you not take care of yourself? Why do you not look after yourself before the pain comes? If you're 20, well, we even have younger people. If you're, who was it underage trying to quit smoking and still can't because of social pressure and friends? Smoking, this is a different subject, but since I mentioned it, smoking is something that you have to quit in your life. If you do it now, it will be easier than later. So do it now. And only you can make yourself quit smoking. I can't make you. Nobody can make you. Nobody can persuade you. Only you can do it. You can do it now. You can do it 5 years later, but you have to do it. But 5 years later, it will be a lot harder because you have accepted that habit as part of you, and parting with something which is part of you is very difficult, be it an idea or a physical dependency. You don't want to be dependent on anything that comes from the outside. This is what you have to be dependent on. Smoking, alcohol, friends, partner is not something to depend on. You are an individual being. You are connected with all. You can help and they can help you, but do not seek for dependencies, and do not keep dependencies. They will do you no good. So before it's too late, before it gets harder, start again. I know that you have quit smoking for 21 days, and yesterday you smoked again. Try again, try harder. It's good that 21 days is almost free of a habit, and then for some reason you get back into it. Very sad, very sad. You have to go through the hard time all over again. Second time it will be easier because your body knows what it's like not to get what it craves. Okay. As a homework, can't leave you without homework. Dress for exercise. So wear something comfy. We're going to work on your arms. Shake your arms. Shake your arms. Now try to make them very, very straight. No bending in the wrists, no bending in the elbows, no bending in the fingers. And now you're gonna rise. Trying to reach the walls with your fingertips. And slowly trying to reach the ceiling. Your arms are straight like that. See? Trying to reach the ceiling. And this is hard enough. Now slowly lower them down. Trying to reach the walls with your fingertips on both sides and slowly put them down. Do you see how this is an exercise in itself? Was it hard? Yes, it was hard because this is not what you usually do. Again, if you stand sideways, your arms will not go like this. They will go exactly at a 90-degree angle. Right? They will not go any lower. Freeze it at this position. Stay in this position for a while. Just a second. You can create your own variations, but use the muscles that you have never used. And if the yoga routine that I've showed you is hard, this is what you can do. Work on your arms and your shoulders and your neck. Arms go to the sides, stretch and hold. your fingers trying to reach that way and that way at the same time, so you're stretching yourself. You can even rise on your toes like this. And stay in this position again. If you look sideways, the arms are exactly at a 90-degree angle to the camera. Losing balance doesn't matter, you can stand feet together and then up and try to reach the ceiling and hold it. Hold it for another 30 seconds or so. And then slowly through the sides, trying to reach the walls and down to the floor. Strong arms, not. This is not what's going to happen. You're giving them. I was going to show you something with a pen, but I can't remember where I put the pen. Let me just get a pen. Okay, oh yeah. Remember what we talked about with the yoga routine? Pen. Now that pen is going to go up your ass. Literally. What you do is relax. Stand normally. Stomach forward, relax. Now you're going to jam a pen with your buttocks and hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Your feet together, toes together, heels together. And you hold it. Don't let it fall on the floor. Hold it for as long as you can. Now the pen doesn't go at that angle, it goes at this angle, so flat on. You will notice that it really strengthens your buttocks. And it's a great exercise. Also when you are standing and doing something, it's good to jam the pen in the places that kind of a little bit flabby, like this. Still buttocks strong, thighs strong. And when you will relax and forget about it, the pen will fall. And that is not what's supposed to happen, right? Of course, you can also do it between the shoulder blades, but that is harder to place it there. I can't do that, but I know people who can. You can also jam it with your hands at this sort of position. When your hands lose strength, the pen will fall. And this is your method to control your body. With the pen, if you place it on your foot and you are careful enough and you hold it like this, the pen is now on my foot, see? You hold it for as long as you can until it falls. When you lose the strength and the pen falls, it's like a relief. But then you have to let the leg down slowly. Like that. Okay, it's that. There's a few tips for you here today, and this is all about your body and about you, because I care about every body. No matter what the soul says, and no matter how much resistance I feel from you, how you hate to do these exercises, the body needs it. And if you don't start now, later will be harder. You'll become less flexible, you'll acquire more baggage, luggage, and it will be even harder to do anything, because the muscles will get weaker and the arteries will have more cholesterol in them. So start before it's not too late. And if you are into one type of sport, consider a different group of muscles as a little extra on the side after your run. Okay. A very long lecture from me today. If you say this is boring, you can't, because the comments are disabled now. No,